Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Juventus have defeated Lecce 2-1 and they've increased their chances of qualifying for the Champions League as they move third in the table above Atalanta, who still have a game tomorrow. But Juventus were really good in this game, so let's go ahead and talk about this game. Juventus, as I said, they were really good. The way that they started, inside 2 minutes they take the lead. And it was a really good goal as well, quite a worked out goal. Turam to Vlahovic, and then Vlahovic passes it off to Cope Miners, and Cope Miners finishes off it, and 1-0 inside 2 minutes. A really well worked goal. This is what Juventus can do when they are on form. I've been one of the biggest critics of Juventus and their team and their manager this season, because I know the talent that they have, but they're just not being able to show it. And today they did show it, and I mean they dictated the play, even though they were playing against a team like Lecce. But they have suffered against teams like them before. For today they were really good. The second goal, yet again the movement that they they almost conceded from against Lecce, but they hit the goalpost Lecce. There was a scare for Juventus, but after that Juventus just controlled the game in that first half. They did not let Lecce get close to the ball, the possession they had. And the second goal, yet again a great move. Turam, Vlahovic, Cope Miners, all of them were involved, and then for them to set it up for Kenan Yildiz, he was involved between in the move as well, like 4 or 5 important plays, and then Yildiz finishes it off, makes it 2-0, and that was basically game done and dusted for Lecce. Second half comes in and Lecce come back in the game. They score a goal. It becomes 2-1, but that was quite it. Even before that, Lecce tried. I would say in the second half they were much better in that second half, but Juventus held on. They showed their exponent. Gorgio made a couple of great saves. There was a 1 goal line clearance as well. Juventus, I don't think they were as bad, as good as they were in the first half. They kept on prodding, but they were not really that convincing in my opinion in the second half. I think in the first half they were much better, and that gave Lecce a lot of confidence. It had to do with Lecce being much better in the second half, that Juventus were not really able to take advantage of anything. They were not really able to play football that freely. They were not really able to create that much in the second half, because I think Lecce stepped up quite a lot in the second half, and they got there in a way. They got what they deserved. They got the goal from a free kick and it becomes 2-1, but I think it was too little too late. Just 5 minutes remaining in the game, and Juventus held on in the end. They really did not had to. They just had to hold on and make sure that they don't give away the lead, and that's what it. As the game finishes 2-1, Juventus get huge 3 points. As I said before, they are now third in the league. They have overtaken Atalanta, and with how tight the Champions League places, and with so many less games, just 6 games to go, so every single point matters for every single team. You have 6 or 7 teams fighting it out for those European places. I think the title is done and dusted. If I'm being very honest with you, I don't think Atalanta have a really real good chance at the title. I think it's between Napoli and Inter. So after that, you have Juve, you have Atalanta, you have Bologna, you have Roma, you have Fiorentina, you have Lazio. All of them fighting it for. You have Milan as well. Difference between all of these teams is not that the points difference is not that much. So every single game is going to be really crucial up until the end of the season. So it was important for Juventus to hold on to don't let Lecce come back in the game. And I think the Allegri would be really sorry. I think he would be really happy with the way that his team has played, and the fans would be happy that they held on and they got the 3 important and crucial points. And Lecce, on the other hand, yet another defeat for them. They are still within in that relegation battle. They are 17th in the table. It is really tight. I mean, they are just 2 points of safety. They know how important and crucial this game was, and I would say yet again that it was a great performance, but they were just not able to finish it off. The first half, I think for me, they were really poor in that first half. Second half, they stepped up and they really went at it. They fought with Juventus in that second half. They played much better, and at times they looked better than Juve in the second half. But I think that it was the first half that let them go down. They barely did anything in the first half, and I think they really need to improve. This has been a problem for Lecce, not only in this game, throughout the season. It feels like they are playing game within a game. you are going to see 15 to 20 minutes of brilliance from Lecce, and then it goes away and they become awful, and that is why they've dropped so many points. I don't think they have a really good score to go ahead and compete for European places, but I still don't think that this score is that bad enough that they should go down. They should be comfortably in the mid-table, but because of this inconsistency, not only a week by week, but game by game. Like as I said, in the game they played 2 to 3 different games in one single game, and that is a big problem for Lecce. And yet again today they suffered because of that, because the two teams, if you look at two halves, you would say that two different teams played that game, and they really need to work on it if they really want to survive. There's still time, there's still six games to go. A lot can happen. As I said, they are just 2 points of safety. One bad game, one bad result next week, and they might be in the relegation zone. Sitting next week, I might be sitting here and I might be talking that Lecce are now in the relegation zone. So they need to make sure make sure they don't give away, they don't drop that many points, because the teams around them, they are not gonna they should be happy. Cagliari lost, there's a chance for them. Monza, I think they are done. Venezia won, that was not a good result for Lecce, because now Venezia are also at 2 points behind them. So it's going to be quite a tight end to the relegation battle. It's going to be quite a tight end for those European places as well. So it was a big game in terms of both of those that regard, for the European places as well and for the relegation places as well. So for Juventus to get the win, it was mighty important, but for Lecce, losing that game was not a good thing. So they would hope that they can learn from them, and they would hope that the way that they played in the second half, they can continue to play like that in the entirety of that game, not in just one half, not in bits and pieces, because if they want to stay up, they need to make sure that it continues, and they play a good football the entirety of 90 minutes. So yeah, that's it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Juve's performance, what you guys thought of Lecce's performance as well. And who do you think is going to finish in the Champions League places? I mean, I'm still not really sure. I really didn't think Juventus were going to have this sort of a late resurgence that they are having. If you look at my videos, I think a couple of months ago I said I don't think Juve are going to qualify, but their resurgence has been really good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to finish in the top 4? What are your predictions for the top 4 with just 6 games to go? And who do you think is going to go down? For me, Monza are done. I'll be very honest. Unfortunately for Monza fans, I don't think I think that by the next couple of weeks it's going to be official that they are going to go down. It's going to take a miracle for them, to get away from the situation that they are in. But who are the other two are going to join them? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the season. So please go ahead and subscribe and make sure that we reach 500 subscribers before the season ends. Until next time, bye bye.